I would like to start with Divya and understand that how important is the role of product management in a digital organization and how it has evolved. Over to you, Divya.
Um, sure. Thanks. Morning, everyone, once again. Now, Siddharth, as a prerequisite, you started out that there is an uprise of the digital space, and a lot of startups are coming up, and they are focusing on towards, the core focus remains that we need to think about a user. Anytime that we're designing a digital product, it's the days are gone that whatever I design and I push it to the market, the consumers need to consume it. Now, the users, consumers, whosoever is consuming a product, we are dealing with a wide spectrum of users and the ended consumers, from Gen X, Gen Y to millennials. So everyone has a different set of needs and the expectation from our product. Now, during our last conversation also, what I try to highlight is that once we are designing a product as a product manager, we need to go to the bare basics and bare minimum as to what will it take for me to consume that product.
Right.
You make the most fantastic product out of a thing box sitting in your office and
Right.
deliberating with two, three of your teammates, and you roll out a product. But guess what? Eventually, when you roll out in the market, there is no need. The consumer don't see a value of it.
Right.
Now, I give you latest examples of the panelists or the players that we have. Anybody who's based out in Delhi NCR would have come across in the last 1 year. There is a fantastic app aggregator which has come out with the name of Blue Smart.
Hmm.
Now, what they tried to do, it's a normal taxi service. You book a cab from one place to another place to a destination. But with Ola, Uber, to name the two big players in the market, the biggest disadvantage that as a consumer that we used to face is that the frequent cancellation.
Correct.
The due diligence of consumer problems. He spoke to the users. He understood the space. And what he did, he didn't allow the feature of cancellation by the driver. The user still has the power to reschedule or cancel, but at least once you book a cab, there is a sure shot guarantee that yes, the cab will arrive because the driver doesn't have. So, that was the problem statement that he tried to solve.
Hmm.
And how he did it, that comes to the next point, doing a user research and a market research. You go out. As a product manager, we are more than happy to be confined in our cocoon, sitting in our offices and deciding, okay, this is the best product because my gut says so, or my team members' gut says so. But
Right.
guess what? This is what not the user demand. So what
Hmm.
we do at Adani also, we are, I think everyone knows that we are launching a super app,
Yes.
and Tata Neo is already there, which for many of a season was not a successful application, and still they're struggling. So what we're doing for the last year or so, we're doing an intensive user research. We are going at all our properties, let's say airports, we're speaking to our Fortune customers, to our electricity, gas, all the consumer facing businesses. We are doing a discussion with the consumer. Okay, what is the problem? what,
Right.
what exactly would they want that in that application or that website that we are launching for them, the so-called super application. So once we do crack that, we are home safe. We know we've tried to solve a problem. We came up with a digital product which will ease their journey and solve issues or the expectations, answer the expectation that they have from that product.